Good morning, Belton High School. I'm Tyler Fulton, and you're watching Cutlass TV News. The fall play The Laramie Project premieres this week, and members of the Belton and local Kansas City area community are encouraged to view the play via stream. Parents and teachers are invited to watch the play in their live audience for performance nights. Here's more about the play and what the audience can expect. Sophomore Caitlin Morrison talks about acting in the play during the pandemic.
Since it is during the time of COVID, it is kind of weird doing theater being like a really interactive activity. We have to social distance, wear masks, so it was kind of weird at first, especially for like getting the facial expressions right whenever you can't even see each other. But with the play, The Laramie Project is kind of designed really well for this kind of situation because it is mostly monologues. So we all kind of get our own way to just do what we need to do without being super close to each other and still taking the precautions while still having a really important show for this time period. But definitely, it's still weird sometimes to have masks or face shields on. And
Sophomore Peyton Edmonds describes the challenges during the play.
It's very, very difficult, I will say that, because we have a lot of actors that are actually online. And so we want to make sure that they can try to get involved with it. So it has to be like a lot of communicating and like preparing beforehand. And then whenever we actually do practices and stuff, we have to make sure that we stay distanced and keep our masks up and stuff. And it's kind of difficult because we have a lot of people in the same room doing the same thing. It was like an entire week span that I found out exactly what I wanted to do, and a lot of stress, I'll tell you that. A lot of practicing, reading the lines, practicing, watching different plays of the same thing, just so that I know what the exact thing is that I'm trying to do is. Just definitely a lot of preparing and stressing about it.
Freshman Christian Getz tells about the technical challenges and what to expect from the show.
It's been kind of difficult doing the projection screens for the first time and doing the video equipment for the first time with COVID, since we had never had to live stream it before. And you can expect to see projection screens, and we've never used projection in a play before, so you can expect that.
With Jason Fulton, I'm Tyler Fulton with Cutlass TV News. With the first year of Ford NGL Academy implementation underway, sophomores are developing crucial skills in the respective career-related academies. In the Human Services Academy, there are 107 sophomores enrolled in pathways relating to education, criminal justice, and healthcare. The Human Services Academy inspires students to pursue career avenues in these fields and work with professionals in internship and capstone projects. In the Business and Technology Academy, there are 93 sophomores enrolled, and all are exploring career pathways related to accounting, marketing, computer science, and food service. Though the pathways are broad in this academy, students are finding their way and making important connections with professionals in their given industries. In the Science and Industry Academy, there are 86 sophomores enrolled. These students can choose from 3 different pathways: construction, agriculture, and engineering. These sophomores complete their pathway courses at the Yoakum Center of Innovation and learn from trained teachers and cutting-edge technology as they navigate these classes. The class of 2023 will be the first class to graduate as Academies of Belton learners. The goal of these students prior to graduation is to complete an internship or capstone project in their chosen pathway, in addition to core classes work required to graduate. For this week's Teacher Spotlight, we are featuring journalism and marketing teacher Miss Michaela McCage. She has been teaching for 5 years at Belton High School and is also an alumnus of the school. Here's more about her teaching career.
Teacher Michaela McCage is passionate about her students and the content she teaches.
So this year was really different, being with COVID and just making a lot of changes to teaching and really my just philosophy overall. And I do a lot of group work. And so to have half of my class virtually and half of my class in person, it was definitely an adjustment just to that structure that I usually have. But some goals would be to have almost 90% of my students pass my classes and for them to just really do well on their final exam, because that just shows me, and their final projects, because that shows me that they're mastering the class. And so I'm anxious to see when we wrap up the semester what those grades and scores look like. And I think that'll be a good indication if I met my goals. So my favorite part of teaching is definitely just interacting with students every day. I feel like I have a lot of good relationships with students, and I genuinely enjoy coming in and talking to them and learning about their lives, and just being, you know, a part of who they are on this high school journey. And that is definitely my favorite part, is just those relationships and being able to spend time with them.
Senior America's Counts has had Mrs. McCage for 3 years and explains what it's like to be in her class.
The classes I'm currently taking right now with Ms. McCage are Yearbook, Cutlass, Sports Entertainment Marketing 2, and that's it. Probably my most favorite class I'm taking of hers would be Yearbook. It's the one I've been in the longest. I've done Yearbook all 4 years, in the last 3 with her. My favorite thing about her class is that you can work on your own pace and you're working on projects, and it's just a lot of fun making the projects, editing stuff, and then you just end up with something that you're proud of. I've had Ms. McCage the past 3 years, and she's definitely been one of my favorite teachers I've ever had. She's always supported me through anything, like whether it be academics. She's helped me basically be the best person I can be.
With Tyler Fulton, I'm Mason Fulton with Cutlass TV News.
Thanks for watching, and as always, Carpe Diem.